Many people climb the Tower of God for different reasons, to get rich, powerful, famous, or even for revenge. Reaching the top grants all these wishes. But Rachel only wants one thing: to see the stars at night. So, she starts a risky trip to the tower and goes in through a gateway that opens below her and her friend Baum. Baum doesn't care about wealth or power. He just can't imagine life without Rachel, so he follows her into the tower. Inside, Baum meets Haddon, the tower's guardian. Haddon asks Baum if he's ready for his first challenge, which could lead him to Rachel. Baum sees a big cage with a dangerous white steel eel inside, guarding a black ball. He must break the ball to pass the test. Haddon gives Baum one last chance to leave, but Baum runs towards the cage. Suddenly, he gets kicked in the face. His attackers, Princess Yuri and her assistant Evan, then introduce themselves. Yuri doesn't want Baum, who looks innocent and weak, to fight the eel without any protection. So, she decides to give Baum her sword, the Black March, even though Evan strongly disagrees. With the sword, Baum goes into the cage. The eel quickly attacks him, swallowing him whole. Yuri is shocked and wants to help, but Haddon stops her. Inside the eel, Baum overcomes his fear of death, making the eel suffer and release green slime. Baum then gets spit out, walks to the ball and hits it with the sword, but it doesn't break. While Baum keeps trying, the eel gets ready to attack again. Evan tells Baum to ask the sword for help. Surprisingly, the sword answers Baum's call. A woman appears from the sword, beats the eel, and gives Baum the power to go up the tower. She sends Baum to the next level. Yuri is amazed. She's asked the sword for strength before but never got it. Now she has another problem. Baum has gone to the next level with her sword. Yuri and Evan must follow him to get it back. Baum remembers meeting Rachel in a cave. He was alone and dirty until Rachel found him, taught him about the world, how to read and write, and showed him a drawing of the stars. Now, Baum faces his second test. There are 400 people in a field, and they need to reduce to 200. Fights start right away, and Baum narrowly escapes death several times. Then, he's cornered by 3 challengers. A big creature with many eyes, a white-haired young man with a suitcase, and an angry alligator. The white-haired man, Kuin Aguero Agnes, is looking for strong teammates to climb the tower with him. At first, Kuin thinks about leaving Baum alone, but he becomes interested when he sees Baum's powerful sword. Kuin saves Baum from Rockrathrazer, the alligator. Baum and Kuin decide to hide and wait for the others to take each other out, but Rock finds and attacks them. Kuin defends them with his suitcase, and the test ends before Rock can attack again. Immediately, the next test is announced. The survivors have 5 minutes to find 2 teammates. Baum and Kuin have no choice but to team up with Rock. The 120 players who passed are taken to Evan Kell's big ship. There, Lee Roro, the test boss, and Ranker, a person who has climbed to the top of the tower, greet them. Lee Roro says they need to reduce the number of participants again. He uses Shinsu, the tower's power, to create a big wave and a wall. Only teams where everyone can get through the wall can move on. Baum easily passes the wall, surprising Lee Roro. One by one, others also pass. Baum's team, including Rock and Kuin, makes it through together. While waiting for the next test, they hear a tip: finish the test in less than 5 minutes to avoid trouble. Inside the test room, they meet Han Sing-yu, the test director, who tells them to pick the right door out of 12 within 10 minutes. Kuin tries to think logically about which door to choose, but he's distracted by memories of his past and his half-sister Maria, who became a princess and caused his family's downfall. Rock is really angry because of the tough situation. Just as 5 minutes are about to run out, he kicks open any door. Turns out the real test was to just choose a door quickly because, as Han Sang says, in the real world you can't always wait for the perfect answer. After this test, Lee Roro tells them about a special extra test. Everyone can choose if they want to join, and the team that wins can go up the tower without any more tests. All teams take this great offer and join. The extra test is the crown game. It has 5 rounds. Teams have to grab a crown and then protect it. Whoever has the crown must wear it and sit on a throne until the game ends. Another team from a different test area joins, and Baum is shocked to think he sees Rachel in a big cape on this new team. The first 2 teams start fighting in the arena. Onik, a lizard girl, is very strong. She beats her opponents and grabs the crown quickly. As the second round starts, more teams attack Onik's team, but she fights back with her special sword, Green April. Baum's sword, Black March, starts acting weird. Then, the door to his room bursts open. Onik is there, asking Baum about his sword. She tells him that both Green April and Black March are special swords made by a master and given by King Jihad to his princesses. Onik says she's also one of Jihad's princesses and wants Baum to give her his sword. But Baum says no, because he borrowed it from Yuri and plans to return it to her. When Onik tries to attack Baum, Luro quickly steps in and disqualifies her team for breaking the rules. In the next round, Baum, Kuin, and Rak, along with other teams, join the fight. Kuin cleverly grabs the crown and hides it in his suitcase. But then he surprises everyone by throwing a fake crown into the crowd. While everyone fights over the fake, Baum sits on the throne with the real crown. The team with Rachel, still in her cape, also joins the battle. Baum is torn because Rachel is near him, but he can't leave his throne and she won't look at him. Suddenly, Rachel is attacked. Baum jumps to protect her. He gets hit on the head and falls down with Rachel. Bright lights shoot from where they're lying, hurting the attacker and breaking the crown. Baum tries to use his sword against the attacker, but the woman from the sword stops time, kisses Baum, and he faints. After the game, Luro and Hansing talk about what happened. Since the crown is broken, there's no winner. Hansing tells Luro that the tests aren't really defined who's fit to climb the tower, but to get rid of those who might be dangerous to the tower. This gets Luro thinking. Baum is so strong that he's more than just a user of Shinsu. He seems to have become part of it. This might make him a risk to the tower. Baum gets only a little time to rest before the next test, which sorts the contestants into 5 roles: Fisherman, Spearbearer, Lightbearer, Scout, and Wave Controller. Baum is put with the Wave Controllers trained by Yuga. The first lesson is to make a deal with an administrator, which is hard for Baum. After training, everyone eats together in the cafeteria. It's a happy time until a girl named Enoch enters. She talks to Endorsi, a girl from Rachel's team, and tells everyone that Endorsi is also a princess of Jihad. Later, Kun finds out some shocking things about the other fighters. Rock has done so well he's already moved on. But Enoch is supposed to be dead. In the fisherman training, Endorsi and Enoch have a tough fight on tall platforms. Endorsi wins, finding out that Enoch is actually the daughter of the original Princess Onyx. Jihad princesses aren't allowed to have kids, but Enoch's mom did, falling in love with the tower's chef. The other princesses burned down their house. Now, Enoch wants to get back at everyone with the name Jihad, starting with Endorsi. They both fall and get hurt. After healing a bit, the next test starts. The participants are split into 2 teams. Team A with Kun, Enoch, Shibisu, and Loru goes first. The team picks Enoch as their ID to protect a red badge. Test examiner Quint is also in ID with a red badge. His goal is to take Enoch's badge, while Team A tries to take his. Kun comes up with a plan to delay Quint while Enoch hides under a bridge. But Quint figures it out and jumps off the bridge with Kun. Enoch saves Kun with her green April. Quint can't climb back up because he's low on Shinsu, so Team A is close to winning. But secretly, Kun and Loru help Quint back up and stop Enoch. The examiners think Kun is betraying his team, but he knows his team will pass anyway, and Bomb and Honor C and Team B need to win to pass. Now it's Team B's turn. Honor C becomes it but then attacks her own team. Ho, holding a grudge against Bomb, plans to hurt him. Earlier, he got a note saying to get rid of Bomb by harming Rachel. Ho takes Rachel hostage. During a fight, Ho accidentally stabs Rachel. Bomb uses a powerful Shinsu technique to stop Ho. Rachel is badly hurt and Ho hurts himself. Honor C, with Bomb's help, tricks Quint and wins the badge for Team B after the test. They remember Ho. Rachel can't walk because of her injuries, so Bomb promises to help her reach the top of the tower. Yuga, the Wave Controller teacher, gets a visit from Han Song. He reveals that Yuga is actually Lo Paburin from the Royal Enforcement Division, sent to get the green April sword and stop the fake Princess Enoch. But Han Song lets him keep going with his plan. The next day, they announce the test results. All the friends pass, but Rachel can't do the next test because she's hurt, so she fails. Kun gets upset and wants to take a special administrator's test. But Han Song says there's one rule Kun can't meet. Only an irregular, someone who entered the tower on their own, not chosen by the tower, can take this test. Bomb then shocks everyone by saying he's an irregular. Bomb talks to the administrator and gets permission to do the test with Rachel. The others can join to help, and if they succeed, they can climb the tower faster. In the test, Bomb and Rachel are in a water bubble, waiting for dolphins to catch them and spit them out. The others have to protect the dolphins from different creatures like goblins, giant worms, and pigs, and the most dangerous, the bull. Shibisu faces the bull in a cave and almost gets hurt, but Onyx saves him. Onyx and Dorky take turns fighting the bull. It runs away and they split up chasing it. Dorky finds it again and fights hard. Meanwhile, Ren finds Onyx. He's there to get her sword and he hurts her. Then he sends the bull after Dorky, who's in trouble. Ren gives Dorky the green apron and tells her to kill Onyx for the king, saying Onyx's existence is a shame to the tower. Dorky decides to join forces with Onyx, and together they fight Ren. Ren almost wins, but Princess Yuri steps in. She tells Ren she'll handle getting the 13-month series swords, but he doesn't give up. Yuri quickly defeats him with a snap, and her helper cordon finishes Ren off. Ren reveals he sent the bull after Bomb and Rachel before he dies. The bull breaks their water bubble and attacks Bomb. Bomb tries to fight back with strong Shinsu blasts, but the bull swallows him. Then, the bull is in pain and explodes. Bomb falls into Rachel's arms, and they're lifted up by the Ned Dolphin Queen. They're close to their goal, but suddenly, Rachel stands up and pushes Bomb down. Rachel didn't just want to see the stars, she wanted to be a star. When she first came to the tower, Head unsaw this and gave her a task to kill Bomb. This made her even more determined. She was jealous of everything Bomb had: friends, fame, power, and strength. So, she waited for the right moment to get rid of him in the final test. After Bomb's supposed tragic accident, the others, thinking he's dead, decide to take Rachel to the top of the tower to fulfill Bomb's wish. But Bomb wakes up at the bottom of a lake, now with a new reason to climb the tower to find answers. And this brings the anime to an end. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss out on another video. Until next time, take care.